Kim and Page.
Maybe you said the word retard, you'd be more entertaining. Maybe you said the word retard occasionally, you'd be more entertaining.
I want to point this out, Dad. Dad, I want to point this out. You're calling me like negative bankrupt, like I have no creativity. This is my 4th podcast that's been successful. Number 4. And not talking about successful at a level of like I can live off of it.
For organizing this.
Good.
Oh, and the Keemstar did everything. I got you.
Advantage of you hitting rock bottom, and then now we're turning it around and making a joke about hitting rock bottom.
Literally saved my house.
And I can relate to you. I've been on YouTube for 20 years.
Try to save your house too.
I've been on YouTube for 20 years. I too have 0 views now. I too, like you commented on, don't have views.
YouTube has been around 20 years, Playboy.
Yes, it has, you dingus.
2006 is 2025. 19 years.
May 2005 is when YouTube started. Where the heck have you been? Try to keep going with the things that you are proud of instead of just doing the bottom of the barrel type language and behavior on a live stream for donations. And someone said, what would I say to a working class? I've worked my whole life. I was a grave digger. That's how I moved to California. For 5 years, I was digging graves. I've done roofing.
My wife is age appropriate.
Who cares if my wife's age appropriate? Who cares? She's beautiful.
I care. I don't get the young girl thing. I'm not against it, Boogie.
I'm not.
I just don't understand it.
It just happens.
I just don't understand how you have like something in common with somebody that's like half your age.
She's my soulmate. The rest of
Surprise, you're done.
Right? She likes to drink a lot more than I do. She likes to smoke a lot more than I do. We watch the same shows. You forget I have Arrested Development. And
Dad, what's your opinion on like relationships? What do you think age gap should be?
I don't want to even say what people should do, what makes them feel good. As long as it's legal and everyone's on the same page, sure. And there's nothing uncomfortable for anyone involved. I'm not going to comment, but I myself can observe and say, yes, there is a large age gap there. I wonder what they may have in common, but if they found something, great. If there's a desire there for that type of age for each person, hopefully everyone is just safe and respectful. That's all.
How hard was it for Phil to say something? I just find it unfair, Dad, that you were able to like relegate my entire 18-year YouTube career down to some words that I said at a peak. Right, I've said a lot of words
every week.
I'm not saying them every day. I'll say them fucking 10 times a
Beautiful
day.
game.
I'm not trying
right now.
I'm not trying to say your whole life and your own creations is just the culmination of these times you've said these words. I'm not saying that at all. I can never say, ultimately, judge your entire career. Because I don't know your entire career. I would just say I would hope you would try
Let's go.
going with the things that you are proud of.
So let's do another 20 minutes.
Bottom of the barrel type language and behavior on a live stream for donation.
I actually like you. I like your content. I like your personality. I like your character. I was hoping to meet you before you quit the network. And it hurt my feelings that you left because you watched a video of like a compilation of my worst moments.
No, it wasn't just that. It was everything. It was just the whole thing. King put me on at 4 in the morning, and they put me on
that's fucked
at
up.
like 1 in the morning.
I'm sorry, I can't agree to it. Like I promised myself that if I ever box again, it's $100,000 minimum.
Oh my god. What? That's like the main event. That's like having wasabi money. No, that's not happening. There's not a person on
That's right. It's not. That's what I said. It's not worth it. It's not logistically feasible.
No, there wouldn't be enough money in pay-per-views to even pay you alone, let alone Dad or
Right.
the organization. Bro, Wings, come on.
Not happening, King. Not happening.
Wings, I'm sorry, but you got bitch in your blood. 100
I got 0 bitch in my blood. I will fight any person on the fucking.
Let's go.
Sponsorship out of the question since Pokey Gaga was
Okay. Alright, I give up. Well, it's tough so far, so you better do something stupid.
We got 17 more. Polka Dot $20. Let's go Mickey Mouse, Back House, Fake Grandpa, Brown Boogie.
To move your wife into a table and all you do is fall in love with this soulmate.
I just didn't think they were comparable.
And appear to be a victim for falling in love with his soulmate when you threw your wife in the table.
You got a good point, motherfucker. Look here.
You gotta go play, motherfucker.
How do you know he's talking about the dead machine? He never specifically stated
made his invention. He could have been made one of those hookers that you had quit.
None
But
of
he
them
didn't.
were 19. None of them were 19.
How do we know? You had so many. I checked IDs. I checked IDs. You checked IDs. I checked.
Motherfucker, look here.
I got don't make me a point. Don't make me a point. How many people? I am, but you're not being compatible.
No, we talked about this. I'm bi-curious. I like to kiss things. I like to make out with things. I
What?
don't mind having it in my hand. I don't want it in my body. At nowhere. Not
So
at all.
what you're trying to say is, if you're paying $200,
Happy you're married, you know, there's no reason to think that you would be ashamed.
I'm in love with a
I
younger
don't
woman.
think that.
Let's start with a question. What do Gen Z and Galileo have in common? Well, they're both obsessed with stars, just in very different ways. Because these days, space isn't just studied in the laboratories, it's also trending on TikTok and YouTube. Scroll through your For You page and you might stumble
I died.
on a viral clip of Saturn rising behind the city sky, or a 20-second breakdown of what would happen if the sun suddenly disappeared, delivered with perfect eyeliner and a dash of existential dread. Welcome to the era where stargazing is no longer a niche hobby. It's a cultural moment.
Fuck.
And for those who don't know,
My apologies.
Gen Z refers to people born between the 1990s and early 2010s. What's fueling the rise of interest in astronomy? For one, platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts have collapsed the distance between the advanced science and everyday people. Information that once required textbooks or a telescope is now packaged in tiny shopping sets. Computers sound
I'm gonna sleep a little bit.
and just enough shock value to make you interested. But this isn't just entertainment. There's real curiosity brewing underneath the moons and moonbases. The channel operates on the same principle. More and more young people are following NASA, attending live rocket launches by live stream, and debating the Fermi paradox in science like it's pop culture canon. In fact,
Okay.
influencers are putting in millions of views per month just by explaining things like black holes, wormholes, or why the moon seems to follow you when you drive. This isn't a flip, it's a shift. The stars are no longer distant and cold. They're trending, aesthetic, and weirdly relatable. And Gen Z, they've made...
No, so I will say, Boogie, I think if you're checking IDs of any female you're associating with, that's not a good way to start. I've never checked the ID of any girl I've gone.
Don't you want to make sure they don't have a penis before you pay them?
Boogie, let me tell you a secret. No, maybe have a conversation of getting to know them. I might learn something about them in a more normal, social way.
I got video games to play. I want you in and out. I want you on it.
But I don't think that's your real excuse. I think you're looking at IDs because they look younger, and that's maybe the tell that you should maybe not be in that situation.
I mean, no, I dated women in their 20s. It wasn't like people was 18 or fucking. I've never was with an 18-year-old or anything like that. What's wrong with being like a
Are you
20-year-old?
not attracted to people in their 30s or 40s?
No, not in Arkansas. I'm sure the fuck not. Have you ever seen a 35-year-old woman in Arkansas? She weighs as much as I do. She changed
But why is it
installed. She's got 14 kids. I don't want perfect memories of something that me and my daughter, my fiance really loves, which is theme parks. And we're doing theme parks. We're going to Disneyland, and that's something we have in common, right? You know.
Everyone loves Disneyland. What do you guys talk about when you hang out? What do you guys do? What do you relate on?
I teach her life skills. Teach her about
So
the world.
you act like her father.
I'm teaching her how to drive.
She doesn't know how to drive.
I sent her into the DMV alone today, and she did the DMV for the first time.
Oh,
I'm
well,
proud of her.
You sent her in a
But that's not how you relate.
Yeah. Second time I said, "Fuck it, you can finish it."
But what common ground do you have? I mean, do you guys like the same type of movies? Do you guys like?
Crazy into like superhero stuff. I had to show her like a lot of stuff that she liked, some she didn't.
What did she know of that you also knew of when you met her? That you guys
Avengers,
what brought you
cartoons,
together? I guess. Like, what did she like about you?
superhero stuff, cartoons, stuff like that. You know.
Did she know of you on the internet already?
She had seen me.
I drop the N-word daily when I'm in the truck by myself.
Daily. Okay, completely off topic.
I
here.
never grew up saying things like that, and it's just the way it was.
Because I don't say it in a
feel that way.
Completely off topic. We've got 10 minutes left. Let's change the topic. Walkout Live is dead. You may as well put a bullet inside my
Head.
I don't know what the fuck to
Do.
do without Keemstar. There's no show for you. It's the Boogie Show, and it fucking sucks. And I wish I could fucking
It
duck
took-
under my desk and hide from you because without Keem we're
Getting screwed. This is the Bookie Show. See what's the as well. Fuck, I don't know where he is. Soda. Aha. Comment demander où je m'en vais.
couper des dépenses, les moyens sont bons.
Mais si on changeait pour tes assurances, on n'aurait pas besoin de couper non plus. Les gens ont économisé en moyenne 27% sur leurs assurances auto et habitation en changeant pour TD Assurance. TD, on est prêt pour vous.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Et où je m'en vais? Comment demander qu'est-ce que je suis? Je voulais changer qui j'étais. Je coloc. Je quelqu'un d'autre. Quelqu'un d'autre. Que des notes. Me demander où je m'en vais. Me demander qu'est-ce que je suis. Je voulais changer qui j'étais. Maintenant j'ai peur de qui je suis. Dis-moi quel tournant j'ai pris pour que ma vie tourne ici. Quand je vis ma vie, j'ai l'impression que j'ai rien appris. On me demandait où je m'en vais. On me demandait qu'est-ce que je suis. Well, that awkward. Maman qui s'inquiète. Qui tombe sur scène, ils ont tendance à te faire confiance. Maintenant, il y a toute la foule qui chante. Hey. The Hollow Knight.
I think the Hollow Knight only has one arm. The Hollow Knight only has one arm in
The
there.
Hollow Knight somehow has two arms in this video.
Yeah, no arm.
I think the Hollow Knight only has. You can choose to. Why did it get so quiet?
See, it's always going to be people putting music. There's no originality. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, je suis backstage avec les boys, c'est bien. Toujours si. Okay. Good. What's my age again? I don't care, dude. Your husband's in jail. Nobody likes you when you're 23. Silencio. Ouch. Ouch. I'm tired. I wanna sleep, dude. I'm tired. Pizza. Pizza. Fucking. My apologies. Good. There you go. Perfect. Come on, it needs to work, bro, please. Please continue the battle. Attack complete. I don't feel good. Toot, 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 toot. Toot, 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 toot. Oh, watching corn. There's no... Ouch. There's no sounds on this one. Ouch. Ouch, baby. Ouch. So weird.
Create a creature with no mind or dreams.
Ah, there you go.
And he abused his child. So a bunch of people died. Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. So let's look at before Silksong. Long before time had a name, Hallownest was ruled by the Radiants, a giant bug god who lived in the dreams of bugs. The Radiants had them all in a hive mind, and it was all very peaceful and calm. Anyways, then this giant worm dude called the Pale King came along and said, "Hi, I'm the Pale King. Did you know you can have free will?" Which the bugs thought was pretty cool. So they all left the Radiants and joined the Pale King, and soon completely forgot about the Radiants, which meant they also stopped dreaming about the Radiants, making the Radiants disappear completely, as it could only survive in dreams. Anyways, the Pale King decided to stop being a worm dude and shed his skin in the Kingdom's Edge, becoming this cool skinny dude. Then he made this place called the White Palace and filled it with buzzsaws for some reason, probably because he's a psycho. But eventually some dumbass bug decided to go look at a statue of the Radiants, so now it's back. Everyone there remembered the Radiants and got re-enslaved, because the Radiants hates freedom. The Pale King did not like subjects for getting lobotomized, so he devised a crazy-ass plan to create a creature with no mind or dreams to trap the Radiants in, so it wouldn't be able to spread anymore. The Pale King figured he could make these brainless fellas out of Void and Bug combined, and so the Pale King and the White Lady, yes, those are their real names, got to work at making a load of Void babies. Most of these were failures, so he did what any good dad would, and threw them in a deep dark pit never to be seen again. Eventually, after thousands of babies chucked into the pit, he found one that was completely hollow. He raised the child and then locked it in the giant tomb called the Black Egg, because he was a great dad. Then, to make sure the kid wouldn't escape, he got 3 dreamers to give up their lives, sort of, to guard this kid whom he called the Hollow Knight. One, called the Rhino Watcher, lived in a big tower in the City of Tears, and was absolutely up for this idea, and immediately said yes. Another one, called Monomon Teacher, lived in a big library, and decided, since she was such a clever clogs, to give her mask to my absolute goat Quirrell, so her seal could only be undone by someone who dressed Burl enough. The third dreamer was a giant spider lady who lived in hell, making a deep mess. It agreed on the condition that the Pale King would have a child with her, because the Pale King was basically a god. This child was called Hornet, plus we went out in Silksong. Everyone was happy for a bit, until the Radiants broke free from the Hollow Knight, because since the Pale King was so nice to him, he started liking the Pale King, and that's an emotion, which is bad. Then the Radiants started peeking into the World, and the got infected. The Pale King said, "Screw this, you're cooked," and put his entire palace inside one of his guards' heads. Then he died. A couple of failed pit babies escaped, and most left out. That's forever, but one of them, who was a bit of a chad, just stayed and decided to kill the Radiants itself. This is you, the player character. You meet a few cool people, you unseal the dreamers, discover some lore, go into the tube, be the Hollow Knight, and go into his mind to solve the infection, how you solve every problem with a big sword. This mostly works until you get very angry and become fully void, killing the Radiants, but also you. Hornet leaves, Silksong happens. Yay!
Mr. Smith, ready? Mr. Smith, ready? My name's Wesley Tucker. I'm your neighbor. let me just say, welcome to the community. I think you and your family will be very happy here.
Oh, we are, Wesley. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful neighborhood.
Wow. As vice chair of the Homeowners Association, it's part of my job to make sure that it stays that way.
Right, of course.
Let me just cut to the chase here. Your garage door has been open for over 20 consecutive minutes.
And?
Well, it's a breach of the rules.
My garage door being open?
Correct.
Well, maybe it's a truck here. They pulled up. They didn't deliver my lazy boy, but maybe it's their fault.
Right, and the movers did block your mailbox at one point as well, but I'm going to overlook that.
You do that for me, Wesley?
You know, Mr. Manfredi, I don't make the rules, nor do I set the fines.
Fine?
Yeah.
For having my garage door open?
First offense is $100. We do have an appeals process, but most people opt to just pay the penalty and get on with their lives.
Yeah, I've had enough appeals, so don't worry about it.
Once again, garage doors may not remain ajar longer than 20 minutes. And sir, it was a real pleasure meeting you. I can take care of
Yeah, pleasure. See you around, Wesley.
It's fine.
Now, all of a sudden, this ball breaker comes along.
Nice sweater.
George Jetson, yeah.
Mr. Manfredi.
How you doing, Wesley?
Well, I don't want to be a pest.
But you'll be one anyway.
Your trash receptacles are overflowing.
Well, we got a ton of plastic in from that furniture delivery, Wesley.
Right, but you see, your receptacles can't be so full that the lids don't entirely close.
Why is that exactly? Can you explain that?
It's unsightly.
It's garbage. It's supposed to be unsightly. That's why people throw it away, Wesley.
Nevertheless,
there's a fine.
Yes.
How much?
$150. I can take that. Right.
They spend their time with you.
What am I supposed to do with this here?
Smoke it.
In local news, alleged New York mobster Dwight Manfredi was found not guilty today in his federal bribery trial. Manfredi, a recent transplant to Tulsa, had previously been involved in 2 murders back east. In weather, we're looking at seasonal temperatures for the next several days. Things cool down, and there's a possibility of showers for the weekend.
Oh, here comes your friend.
This guy again?
Alright, be nice.
All right.
Mr. Manfredi,
How you doing, Wesley?
Okay. I've been thinking, actually, and, considering these were all first offenses, why don't we just go ahead and waive those fines?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, don't give it another thought, really. To tell you the truth, these rules are really silly, so you're not going to hear another peep out of me. Alright, okay, alright, see ya. I know how to shut up. Don't you worry. Bye now. Good night.
You gotta kill them with kindness, girls.
Le remisage, c'est pour qui? C'est pour les propriétaires de véhicules saisonniers. On économise sur l'immatriculation les mois où le véhicule n'est pas utilisé. On ne paye pas pendant les périodes où l'on ne conduit pas. On remise le jour même ou à l'avance pour profiter de son véhicule durant toute la saison, mais idéalement en fin de mois pour éviter de payer le mois suivant. Et on remise en ligne sans se déplacer. C'est pratique.
Objective: answering undetermined HoloNet lore. Obstacle:
Hey, we gonna try to sleep?
when traveling throughout HoloNets, you may end up meeting 3 very similar-looking brothers: Nailmasters Mato, Oro, and Shio. Each brother will teach the player a different nail art useful for traversing the Dead Kingdom. However, conversation with the 3 reveals a very ambiguous tension between Mato and Oro. Something in these two's past make them estranged. Today, we're figuring out what. Usually, I use a visual cue to indicate speculation, but just for today, assume it's in use if I'm not quoting dialogue or recounting in-game events.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to sleep for like an hour.
But where they are is just as important.
Ah!
They've got to worry about Shia,
And I need to take a bath.
doing his own
Cause I
green path,
stink.
painting, sculpting, and whatnot. But Oro and
Ah,
Shia,
okay, so-
in their own ways, continue to be Nailmasters. Oro put himself in what he thinks is the world's end, Kingdom's Edge, and is both surprised and disgruntled at the knight discovering him. Oro's motives for hiding himself are not entirely clear, but what is known is his verbal distaste of Mato, who resides at the top of Howling Cliffs. Unlike Oro, who charges a pretty piece of geo for running dash slash, Mato is much more amenable in teaching a knight a way to nail, and is given so forward to thinking of his own child.